Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. How you doing out there? I'm back. Took the day off yesterday, but I'm back with you today. Hopefully, your holiday was a wonderful one. Whether you celebrated Christmas, whether you celebrated the first day of Hanukkah, whatever it might have been. Hopefully, it was filled with friends, family, food, fun, whatever. Even if you just hunkered down, just the tight knit family, and just enjoyed your time. Don't care. Just hope you had an amazing, amazing day. We had a fun day here for us. Again, it was a small group. It was mostly Michelle, Scott, and myself hanging out, having a good time. We did have Michelle's sister and brother-in-law. They came by for a little bit, and we enjoyed our time with a nice meal with them and some nice conversation. And just, again, it's always about family and enjoying family. And hopefully you had your opportunity to do that as well on this holiday season. Just a good time. Just a good time. Great gifts. Got some great plans ahead. Looking forward to what's to come as we move forward past this. Again, it is December 26th, 2024, just 364 more days till Christmas. So get that shopping done. Get that shopping done. What are we talking about on this day? Well, hey, did you catch this yesterday? This was fun yesterday. I don't know if you saw this, but we made sure to tune it in and enjoyed it. The Dunk the Halls that was on Disney Plus. I believe it was on ESPN too. It was cute. It was Disney characters. They, did this. It was a game between the San Antonio Spurs, New York Knicks. They put Disney characters and, they basically animated most of the actual players and played a basketball game at what was, made out to be Main Street, USA, in front of Cinderella Castle and everything. And I thought it was adorable. It was so much fun. We're not huge NBA fans. So I know NBA on Christmas is a big thing for a lot of people. It's kind of people look forward to it every year. It was not a big thing for us. We probably would not have watched this game except for that this was going on. So it made us tune in and we enjoyed it. We got a kick out of it. It was so fun to see Mickey here hitting a 3-pointer. Pretty funny. We saw Goofy slam dunk one. They had a slam dunk contest at halftime. It was a good time. It was fun. It was just plain fun, and we enjoyed it. And I hope Disney continues to do more of these. A few weeks ago, they did a Monday Night Football game with the Simpsons. That was fun too. Just hopefully they continue that kind of fun. Enjoyed it. It was a good time and something fun to experience with your family on Christmas Day. What else are we talking about on this day? Again, it is December 26, 24. Well, today happens to also be the first day of Kwanzaa. You know what Kwanzaa is? It's an African-American primarily celebration. Basically runs 7 days long and it celebrates a lot of things African-American culture. It was set up way back after the Watts riots, kind of looking for their own holidays separate apart from what was established out there, Christmas, Hanukkah, all the other holidays. So they wanted, some people wanted to get this to be a celebrate of African-American culture from the past and to help focus on that. And now it's celebrated. It continues to be celebrated. It's celebrated, started here in the US and it continued on through many other countries celebrated as well. But yeah, if you celebrate Kwanzaa, very happy Kwanzaa to you. I hope I got that right. I apologize if I didn't. Really, sincerely, I do. I hope I got most of that right. But yeah, today is the first day of Kwanzaa. Runs for 7 days again from today, December 26th through January 1st. Again, happy Kwanzaa to all those who celebrate it. We also are celebrating for those, especially across the pond in the UK. Today happens to be Boxing Day. Now, it's not it's not boxing. Boxing Day is a day that's celebrated the day after Christmas, in mostly over in the UK, but also in some other places like Canada, for example. And it's what originally it was to celebrate. It was a class system thing because for the wealthy back in the day, They would put on these big feasts and everything for Christmas and the holiday season and everything. And their servants, their workers, toiled tremendously to make them have these things happen for them. And then this was kind of a way for the wealthy to pay them back. They would go the next day and give them little boxes of trinkets or coins. And they would give them sometimes some paid time off as well to celebrate. Thank you for all your hard work you did during this time. Now, again, it was a very class-filled system back in the day. If you've seen Downton Abbey, you kind of know what I'm talking about in that regard. But this was kind of that day. Now it's kind of moved into this celebration of more of a shopping. I think of it as like another Black Friday. Like they have all these Boxing Day sales, and it's a day to return gifts and get out and go shopping and everything. But and it's also a great day for many fantastic soccer matches, football matches during the time. But today is Boxing Day in those countries around the world. What else are we celebrating on this day? Well, today is, if you got some wonderful gifts for the holiday season, today is National Thank You Note Day. So it's a good day to get out there and write up a thank you note for anybody that gave you something wonderful, whether it be yesterday or whether it be anytime through the year. I'm just going to say right now, here's my thank you note to you. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me for these mornings. Thank you for being with Michelle and myself for our podcast. Thank you for following along with us on social media. Thank you for being you, and thank you for coming along on our journey of positivity. We wouldn't be able to do this without your support and your love, and we appreciate you so very much. So thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for us throughout the year, throughout the many years that we've been doing our shows. You are wonderful, and you are the gift that keeps on giving. When we started this podcast way back in 2018, we appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Other things that are celebrated today. Well, today is National Candy Cane Day. So it's interesting that Candy Cane Day is the day after Christmas. I think it comes back to, because I know back in the day, one of the things we used to do when we decorated the tree is we'd get candy canes and put them on. Of course, they were wrapped, in plastic or whatever, but we would hang candy canes on the tree. And so I'm wondering if the reason why that's kind of a somewhat a tradition for some people, if it's National Candy Cane Day today, because maybe you got it in your stockings, or maybe you're have it on the tree, or whatever it might be. So today's the day that you would get it out of the stockings, maybe take one off the tree and enjoy a candy cane. I don't know. I'm just assuming. I don't really know. I didn't study this one, but it is National Candy Cane Day. Do you like candy canes? I'm okay with them. They get a little much for me. I can't eat a whole candy cane. I don't mind a taste of one. I like the peppermint flavor, but probably not going to have a candy cane anytime soon. But a peppermint latte or a peppermint mocha, that I'm on board for. A candy cane style mocha, I'm good. That I will definitely have. What else are we celebrating on this day in history? Well, this is interesting. On this day in 1919, way back 105 years ago, Babe Ruth was traded from the Boston Red Sox to the New York Yankees. I know that's maybe still a sore spot for some people in the New England area. I don't know if it still is anymore, but it was for a long time, because that kind of set off what was called the curse of the Bambino for an extended period of time, where it seemed like everything would go wrong for the Red Sox. They could not win a championship. Went on for 86 years until finally in 2004, the Red Sox in the American League Championship Series came from 3 games down to defeat the New York Yankees 4-3, went on to the World Series and won, breaking the curse of them Bambino. They've since won another World Series as well. But for a long period of time, it was like, that's it. We're never going to win anything, because this Bambino thing has gone on forever. So it's just interesting. Of course, Babe Ruth went on to win many World Series with the New York Yankees, become one of the greatest baseball players of all time, for sure. But interesting. Very interesting. Back in 1919 is when that trade happened. How about this? Back in 1963, the Beatles released I Want to Hold Your Hand And I saw her standing there. That was the B side of the single. I Want to Hold Your Hand was the A side. It was released in the US for the first time. It had already been released in the UK about a month prior. But this was when it was first released in the United States. And it would eventually go on to become their first number one hit. I Want to Hold Your Hand became their first number one hit on the Billboard charts. It hit the charts a few weeks later after it was released in January. Then it became number one. I think it was February 1st. It became number one. Actually, it wasn't the first single released in the US. That was She Loves You, which was released first. But it only went partway up the charts. It was I Want to Hold Your Hand that ended up going number one. And it stayed number one for 7 weeks and was later knocked off by since the resurgence of it all. She Loves You went and knocked it off 7 weeks later. So Beatles knocked off by the Beatles. Not a surprise at that time, as much as Beatlemania was starting to rage around that period. But yeah, interesting stuff. 1963, the Beatles, everything changed after that, obviously, once they hit number one on the US charts. Crazy, crazy stuff. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I always like to talk about these things, some things that seem, especially movie releases, that seem like they came out in a time that's completely out of place for them. Seems like around this time is one of those things. And this is one that got me completely like, why was this movie released on the day after Christmas? It doesn't fit anything that goes along this time of year. But on this day in 1973, The Exorcist was premiered. Yeah, The Exorcist, starring, of course, Linda Blair, Ellen Burstyn, Max von Sydow. The Exorcist, the day after Christmas. You know what? We're feeling good. It's the good holiday time. You know what? I want to see a feel-good movie like The Exorcist. Anyway, it was a smash hit. It still is scary to this day. It still scares me. That movie is frightening. That movie is frightening to me. But that became the first horror movie ever to be nominated for Best Picture by the Academy Awards. Yeah, it was the first ever horror movie to be nominated. It received 9 nominations overall, one for Best Adapted Screenplay, also for Best Sound. It won Academy Awards. But yeah, it was a very, very good movie. Very, very. It's still, as much as this is a film from 1973, I still find it very, very scary. But again, I just find it funny. It just seems like an odd, why not Halloween? I don't know. Why the day after Christmas? But anyway, yeah, on this day, December 26, 1973, The Exorcist premiered. Interesting stuff. Hey, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Here are just a few of the people that you celebrate your birthday with on this December 26th. How about Temuera Morrison? You may know him. He was Jango Fett in the Star Wars prequels. He was Boba Fett in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. He turned 64 today, born on this day in 1960. You also may know him. He is the voice of Chief Tui in Moana 2, New Zealand actor, really, really great actor. And yeah, I will always know him as Boba Fett and Jango Fett as well. But really, really good in Moana as well. But yeah, he turns 64 today. How about this one? If you're a hard rockin' fan, Lars Ulrich from Metallica, the drummer for Metallica, he turned 61 on this day, born on this day in 1963. I saw Metallica in concert way back in, I don't know. I want to say it was 86 maybe when I saw Metallica. They were opening up for Ozzy Osbourne. I believe it or not, I was seeing bands like Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica back in, it was either 86 or 85. It might have been 85, might have been 86. Can't remember, but one of those 2 years. Metallica opening up for Ozzy Osbourne. Interesting. But yeah, he turned 61 today. Very room-splitting actor, Jared Leto, also a musician. He turns 53 today, born on this day in 1971. He's an Academy Award winner as well. He won it for Best Supporting Actor for Dallas Buyers Club, but he's a Golden Globe Award actor. He's been nominated for other roles as well. And some people like him, some people not so much, but it is his birthday today. He turns 53 today. And you know nothing, Jon Snow. Kit Harington, he turns 38 today, born on this day in 1986. Of course, Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. He also played Dane Whitman in The Eternals. If you want to go more in the Marvel universe, if you've seen The Eternals, there's a character that he may have become or did sort of become at the end of that film that we're still not sure if that's going to move forward. Like The Eternals wasn't exactly a movie that was well received. I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't my favorite Marvel movie by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it was as terrible as some people like to make it out to be. It just was not one of the best by anything. Again, I rate it like what I rate with Star Wars is like even bad or not so good Marvel movies, still better than a lot of movies. And I say the same thing with Star Wars. I say the same thing with Marvel. And that's one of those that's like that. But anyway, yeah, he turns 38 today, born on this day in 1986. So going to get ready to head out of here and start my day. Got to work today. I do have to work. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, long, extended holiday week. Hoping the best for you. But if you have to work along me, I'm right there with you. Right there with you. But we do have a new episode coming this week, and we're coming up on the new year. That's right. So we'll be talking about what's to come in the new year, Disney related. What are we looking forward to? What is coming to the parks, to the movies, cruise line? What is coming for Disney in 2025? We'll be excited to discuss all that coming up here on this Sunday's episode. So yeah, that's exciting. Wonder what you're looking forward to in 2025. So many good things coming for Disney in 2025 and excited for them all. And even more in the future after that. But 2025, good stuff as well. And we'll be talking about a lot of those things on Sunday. So yeah, excited for what's to come here for this last week of the year as we get to New Year's next Wednesday, New Year's Day. Hopefully you have some wonderful celebrations planned, wonderful, safe celebrations planned. Hopefully your travels, whether you're heading back from your holidays today, in the next few days, or whatever you're doing for this next week, hopefully they go smoothly for you. And again, as always, pack your patience and be safe. All right, gonna say goodbye. Everybody, please have a wonderful day. Have a lot of fun today. If you're relaxing, enjoying your family and friend time, maybe go catch a movie, watch some television. Still can watch those holiday specials, even though it's the day after Christmas. You can still enjoy them, and whatever you have planned. Hopefully it's wonderful. Hopefully it's filled with joy, and hopefully everything goes smoothly for you. So, or if you work today, especially hope everything goes smoothly for you. That's what I'm hoping for myself today. Anyway, all right. Please remember, always share some kindness, share some smiles, and please always share some positivity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. to do all those things once again with you. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. See you tomorrow.